The Philly Special, a play so majestic, so beautiful, so brilliant that it's been immortalized on plaques, t-shirts, murals, statues, and tattoos? The most famous instance of this play came in Super Bowl 52, a Trey Burton pass to Nick Foles on 4th down that proved to be the difference between the Eagles and the Patriots.
Wow.
But where did this play come from, and why does it work almost all the time? Well, today we're gonna find out, coming up right after this. This video is sponsored by Wix. If you're an influencer, a store owner, or simply have something to say, you need to get the word out. You need a professional website. And as I found myself in that same boat, I realized I needed Wix. The variety of sites that can be made by Wix are amazing. I can be particular about how I want things to look, but Wix has your back. They have a template for what you're looking for. They integrated my YouTube content right into my custom homepage, and I was off. Even better, they take care of all the tedious things with a website, easy hosting, customized domains and mailboxes, email marketing, and more. It's all in one place. Setting up and crafting a site was so easy. I had mine done in minutes and was ready to publish. No matter what your skill level, a novice, an expert, even a former designer like myself, you can achieve the results you want with a website from Wix. Follow my link below after this video and get started today. Let's start with the origins of the Philly Special. Even though the play is most often associated with Doug Peterson and the Eagles, the first instance of this exact play being run was actually in the college ranks. In 2012, Clemson ran an identical play in which quarterback Taj Boyd pretended to make adjustments at the line. The ball was snapped to running back Andre Ellington. Ellington pitched to DeAndre Hopkins. By the way, how did this Clemson team not win the national championship? And Hopkins threw the ball back to Boyd in the end zone for a successful 2-point conversion. Then, 4 years later in the NFL, the Bears pulled off the identical play with Jeremy Langford, Cameron Meredith, and Matt Barkley. Maybe it just works better with late-round players. Well, unless you're Tom Brady. The Philly Special is often conflated with a similar play, the Philly, but there's actually some major differences between the two. Philly is the play that the Patriots ran in the second quarter of the Super Bowl where the ball bounced off of Brady's hands. It requires 11 personnel for the offense. That's 1 tight end and 1 running back in the shotgun formation. The quarterback hands off to the running back who looks like he's running a sweep, but the back flips the ball to the wide receiver coming across the formation, all the while the quarterback slips out for a pass down the sideline. Interestingly enough, the Patriots ran the authentic Philly Special back in 2015 in a loss against the Eagles, and it worked. James White took the direct snap and tossed the ball to Danny Amendola, who threw it to Brady for a pickup of 36 yards. This was before Doug Peterson became the Eagles head coach, but you can see where they might have picked up this play on film. The trick play the Patriots ran against the Titans earlier this year is an example of the Philly, and it's also evidential of why you shouldn't run that play with a quarterback that was born during the Carter administration. But why do teams keep running either of these plays? What is it that makes the Philly Special, or even Philly, so successful that teams continue to run it even when it's on film for everyone to see? The most important part of the play is deception. When quarterbacks like Tom Brady or Nick Foles are on the field, they're not exactly a threat to run, let alone catch a pass, so the defense isn't keyed on what they're going to do before the snap. With a more athletic quarterback, someone like Mitch Trubisky, Marcus Mariota, or Lamar Jackson, you might have a quarterback spy on the field to track their every move, which would likely make the play less effective. Someone like Brady or Foles might be more of a threat than, say, Jay Cutler is, but that's not saying too much. Who knows, maybe with the butt fumble starting for the Redskins, we'll be able to see his polished receiver skills once again. Not everyone can be, wait, this can't be right, Joe Flacco? Oh my, how the turntables have turned on Cool Joe. Once you have the unassuming recipient, the other pieces start to fall in place. Not only is the quarterback not a threat, but the play is set into motion by the signal caller drifting to the edge of the offensive line to make some adjustments at the line of scrimmage. How many times have you seen Peyton Manning do this exact thing, or Brady for that matter? Once a quarterback does it enough times over the course of a game, a defense is lulled to sleep until the moment of attack.
Gotcha, bitch!
Really, who would think to cover a man named Nick Folesian Dynamite? A guy you would expect to trip over his third leg if he ever left the pocket. Well, it worked. And a lot of that has to do with other intricacies and design of the play. Once the ball is snapped to the running back, Corey Clement in the Eagles' case, all of the offensive linemen block to the left, which forces the linebackers to funnel to their right, the opposite direction of the offensive play design. When the running back flips the ball to the tight end or wide receiver, in this case Trey Burton for Philly who's lined up wide, another important thing happens. The inline tight end, Zach Ertz, pulls the opposite direction of the offensive line. Once he's on the other side of the line of scrimmage, the tight end blocks the weak side linebacker, who's really the only player that has a chance at Foles. Meanwhile, on the right side of the play, the ex-receiver Alshon Jeffrey runs a physical slant route with a lot of contact that has one purpose: clear out the corner so that the right side of the end zone is opened up for Foles. The slot wide receiver, Torrey Smith, runs a crossing route along the back of the end zone just to give Burton a second option in case Foles is covered or, trips over his own dick. Smith is wide open, but Foles is even more opener, so Burton throws a perfect pass and Foles does the one thing Brady couldn't do in Super Bowl 52: catch a goddamn pass. We love the Philly special for a few reasons. For one, it's creative. It's a play we're not used to seeing very often. Most of the trick plays we've become accustomed to over the last few years are either end arounds to a receiver or wildcat runs that go for 2 yards and a cloud of dust. The Philly special was original, innovative, and the X's and O's were drawn up perfectly. Another reason, it casts players in unfamiliar roles. There's not many plays where a tight end throws a pass and a quarterback catches it. Everyone loves a fish out of water, like Bartolo Colon hitting a home run or Shaq pulling up from 3. Finally, it's a matter of onions. The Eagles called the Philly special at one of the most important junctures of the biggest game of the year. Nick Foles lobbied for the big ball play in a 3-point game on 4th and goal with 38 seconds to go in the first half. Everyone knows you have to take chances to beat the Patriots, and the Eagles gamble paid off. The Philly special, it's a tattoo, it's a statue, and it's a phenomenon in the NFL.
And they're going to snap it, and it's Trey Burton who throws, caught, Foles, touchdown.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to check out Wix.com and get started on your website today. And also check out my other football videos, and don't forget to subscribe for more interesting films on sports. I'm 5 Points Vids, and you made it to the end of this video.